Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can...
this time.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rock.
Have we any more Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
Does that one have blood on it?
Is it business or pleasure? We won't hear me complain. The only drawback... Still... I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader. Going purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Back, are ya? Thinks you ain't too bad. Nah. Well, you've 'cause I haven't. Still. What do you want? No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
Yeah, Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
It'll have to be
Nearly
replaced.
half the crates were lost to bandits.
Charlie says I can't go and play.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Good day to you, Sid.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Go on. Eat. What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
Sid, what's the special occasion? You're welcome to join us for a spell, if you think Jill will.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
War is brewing. I can feel it.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Still smitten with the serving girl, are you? She's a fair one, all right.
Word of your adventures arrived this morning.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single... No one seems keen to join any news while we were away.
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out? There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be—
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life. And so, to what do I owe thee? Could it be that you've come for one of my less—
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well, then. Shall we— To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is— Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil, one would think. I admit, a far more reputable fellowship. My beloved homeland. Or at least, it was. What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. I have the details here. Thus ends today's lesson.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard. Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess that. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme...
Please, don't apologize.
I fear it is not more books that I... Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to them.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a...
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nick.
Hush now.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. Titan took much from us that night. From some and the wounds that remain. They are not quick to...
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
How good it is to see you, Clive. Look around you. Still. Why? It has been difficult, certainly. Had you not led us here, I still remember.
goodness they did.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today? Did you learn everything you needed?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with...
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav.
Not to Stolas.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just... Oh, no.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
and every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over blood was spilled, bones were broken. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its they've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers. Meek, naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was getting harder and harder to...
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is...
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone...
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Finish with that log.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my...
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch, assuming we had any pitch, we doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland.
Well, I'm glad someone round it. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live tree. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a...
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home. Well? Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
I'll go.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman in...
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Imperials. If they are Martha, they'll have their own rest to answer to.
What are you after? Fare thee well.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears you would...
You, could say they're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling? Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Oi, look sharp!
If those Orsons touch an arrow on Martha's head. Oh, kill them all.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black...
The Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick, poor souls turned on the Imperials.
Then, Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even to the Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Stop!
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive. The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields. Rosaria will never be saved. Tell Mother to beg his aid.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers...
No, they didn't. But they knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
see that coming.
Better already.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed,
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains, but it should have been me. This was...
how?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black shields are doing. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to... If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, Astolas from... He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn...
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else will be out cold after what she's been through.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Try not to move.
Oi! You there!
You handy goss, you are. Bet you're up now. Question is, are you willing to use it or not?
Chocobos.
You heard me right. And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did...
Chocobos.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads. Oh, go on, then. Don't...
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels would drive... You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't... And don't worry.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those...
White Hart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered. You didn't think you seen the... You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone...
Not around here.
Her? And what?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her.
This,
All right, then. You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It's you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. And the whole flock.
Thankfully, they did.
Well, I'll be. I never though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from... Bird like her would have cost a princely sum.
Well...
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lad's down. Oh, stay right. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed.
Ah, a few scraps of leathers of her. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. Don't you worry. We'll get along. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You seem all... That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car and...
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the Anyhow, best...
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you. Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble in this area. You think it's all right to touch him?
Your Martha's all right.
Yep.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
That broom's as ragged as goat.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That room's as ragged as...
Clive! Here you go. Think you can help?
Oh, Clive!
The patron's whisper. Does that mean someone else?
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation. Business is busy. Still. Words are immortal. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
What's the matter, Nick? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a... Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Right. Well, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. But with the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. Then perhaps I can. I don't think so.